Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silent Core and welcome to some Red Dead Redemption 2. So today we're going to be talking about the 10 things that I would like to see in Red Dead Redemption 2 as single player and multiplayer. So if you guys have any suggestions of what you'd like to see in the next game, be sure to leave them down in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys would like to have in the next game. And if any of you guys watching are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe because I'll be keeping you up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 towards its release, so don't miss out on any news or information. So the first thing that I think we need is to be able to save multiple horses. So in Red Dead Redemption, how this worked is you could only have one horse that was kind of your personal horse. So when you blow your whistle, that's the horse that would come to you. And if you broke another horse, once you hitched that, that would replace the horse that you had before. So you could actually only have one horse at a time. And made for it to be some pretty frustrating situations. You know, if you had a horse that you liked a lot and you accidentally hitched another horse, it would actually overwrite the horse that you previously had. So I think something I'd love to see is to be able to actually own multiple horses, or even have a stable, or be able to buy your own stable and kind of store your kind of horses in here, so you can have a few different types of horses. Maybe you can collect them through different sort of achievements. But yeah, it would be definitely awesome to access horses that we've previously had and saved. Number 2, and you guys saw this coming on this list, and it has to be swimming. I'd love to be able to swim in Red Dead Redemption 2. It was a feature that just wasn't available at all in Red Dead Redemption. As soon as you hit the water, whether you were on foot or on a horse, you would just instantly die. And from what we've seen in the short trailer, and also from the leaked map that has been confirmed real from an inside source at Rockstar, there's going to be a lot of water in the map, so it's going to be real interesting to see if this is something that we are going to have to take boats out to, or if we are going to be able to actually swim, and maybe there'll be some sort of underwater features like there are in GTA 5. Personally, I don't really care so much for the underwater features, but I would definitely like to be able to swim out to islands and be able to use swimming abilities. It just seems silly not to be able to swim at all. Next up would be to have a health bar, and if you guys can't remember, Red Dead Redemption didn't actually have any health bars. Your screen would just kind of turn a red colour, and the more red it got, the more closer to death you were. So I did have quite a few situations where I maybe popped out from cover to shoot someone, seeing that my screen was a bit red, and I maybe underestimated how near death I was, judging from how red it was. It was sometimes quite hard to tell how close to death you were. So I think it would be cool to have a health bar so we can sort of more accurately see how much health we are, and you know, situations where we do need to keep in cover and wait for that to regenerate. Point number 4, there's been lots of speculation on this one having multiple protagonists with all the pictures and videos of the gangs going around, but I would still love to see a single protagonist in Red Dead Redemption 2. I definitely thought the multiple protagonists in GTA 5 was a cool feature, but I think more for Red Dead Redemption, I think it more appeals to the single protagonist. I feel like Red Dead Redemption games kind of go more for the darker, more story-driven, and maybe even more of an emotional storyline. So I think having a single protagonist definitely helps us stay more in touch with our character. You know, we can get much more attached emotionally and physically to our characters when we have a single one and we're not switching between multiple different characters. But that's just my opinion, so let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments. Number 5 is customization. So we did see in the trailer there's going to be quite a few different outfits available, and it'll be real interesting to see how much we can actually customize our character and what they're going to be wearing. I remember also in Red Dead Redemption's online multiplayer, we could actually choose what our online character would look like from a selection of in-game characters. So you could even choose a few from Red Dead Revolver to actually play as that character in online. But I think to take this a step further, it would be great to just customize what our characters actually look like online, just like how we could in GTA 5 online. I think that's a great way to make our characters look a lot more personal, and it'll also be a lot more authentic in-game because we won't be seeing the same characters running around all the time. Number 6 would be horse upgrades. Now I don't mean take your horse to the nearest chop shop and slap some chrome rims on it. I mean more of like a bonding experience with our horse, more than we had in the last game. Allow us to actually maybe even grow our horse's stats, you know, improve its stamina, its speed, its health, its stats by actually using it and training your horse and taking good care of it. And maybe a bit of customization for the horse would be cool as well. Maybe we can customize the saddle and stuff like that. Fact number 7 would be an honor system. So Red Dead Redemption had an honor system where you could choose between good or bad, and I feel like it was quite one-sided towards being a good person and brought you a lot more benefits than it did being a bad person. I'd like to see this being balanced out a bit more. So this would be when you're doing certain tasks like saving citizens or making good Samaritan decisions, that would improve your honor rank. And it would be really cool to see this actually work in online multiplayer as well. You know, decisions that we make in multiplayer will affect on how we're perceived in that world. Maybe we can, you know, join forces with the law and take out outlaws and bounty hunting outlaws. That would be super fun. And it's also worth pointing out that in the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer, there was actually pictured a black horse that completely matches the profile of the black horse that was in Red Dead Redemption, and the only way to get that black horse in Red Dead Redemption was to actually become the worst honor rank. So if you went around and killing lots of civilians, you would unlock the black dark horse, so there is a chance that this will have some sort of impact in the next Red Dead game also. Number 8 are co-op missions. So we had co-op missions introduced to Red Dead Redemption. We had some of these introduced with one of the DLC packs, Outlaws to the End. I believe we had 6 different missions to play out, and you could play it with up to 4 people online. So they're a really great addition. I ended up actually playing through them recently with a friend when it came to backwards compatibility on Xbox One. And I think they were awesome, and I'd definitely love to see more of them. Fact number 9 has to be Heist, and this is probably one of the most anticipated updates for GTA 5 Online, was the additions of Heist. And the longer we had to wait for Heist, the more Rockstar felt there was a need to make Heist better and better, so they ended up getting delayed a few times. But I think Heists definitely have a place in Red Dead Redemption. You know, think of all the possibilities where we could have heist teams and take out trains, banks, even boats. You know, there's lots of possibilities where we can use our gang and actually, you know, even following on from the co-op missions, get together with your friends and take out some high-value targets for a nice reward. And that brings me on to the 10th thing I'd like to see, and that is online multiplayer. Now we know this is coming, we know we're getting a whole new Red Dead online experience, and don't hate me guys, I've seen a lot of hate for Rockstar wanting to focus on online mode. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't like to see a single player mode, I'd definitely like to see both a single player and a multiplayer mode. But as I've said before, once I got 100% game completion on Red Dead Redemption, did all the achievements, I didn't play the single player again. You know, once you're 100%, you're done. The reason to keep playing it is the multiplayer, so I would really love to see us have some sort of DLC updates and, you know, extra content updates for online just to keep us playing. So I'm definitely excited to see what Rockstar can do with this, and in a way the last 3 years of GTA Online has been some sort of a guinea pig for Rockstar's online engine and system, so there's going to be a lot of learning experiences Rockstar have taken away from GTA Online, and maybe things that weren't possible with the way the game or engine's set up, and with Red Dead Redemption Online we might be able to get stuff that wasn't even possible, so I'm really excited to see what Rockstar could possibly make for us. So that was my top 10 things I'd like to see in Red Dead Redemption 2. Let me know if you have any extra down in the comments. These are all just my opinion, and I'm totally open to, if you guys disagree with it, let me know in the comments. It's all just a nice discussion around this game. If you guys did watch this all the way to the end, I'd appreciate if you could leave it a like. It really helps out the channel and this Red Dead series. Have yourselves an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next video.